104 miles on my bicycle. Let's check out another part. Today, I invite you to take a ride with me to Brecksville Reservation, the largest urban park in the U.S. state of Ohio. Chippewa Creek flows through the 3,026-acre reservation, which is home to a section of the Buckeye Trail. The park supports a diverse set of ecosystems, featuring fields, a river plain, gorges, and a variety of forested areas, which is located in the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. A lot of people come out here as well. Cleveland has a lot of nice and beautiful metro parks to get out and explore, to walk, ride your bicycle, have picnics, to just enjoy. We are known for our park system, and I think you can see why. And our parks are maintained and very well taken care of. Even though it's raining, sorry for the raindrops on the windshield, I believe I'm going to get out here and see if I can ride my bicycle. Hopefully I won't get caught up in the rain. But the nice thing about this park is there is a lot of trees and shelter and stuff. You know what I should have done? I should have rode all the way through the park to show y'all everything. So I made it to the park, and I'm hoping I have enough juice in my bike to ride it. I haven't charged it in a while, and I didn't pay attention to it until recently. But it looked like I still have half a battery as long as I don't ride it too much. Well, it started raining, and there was some thundering as well as lightning. So it looked like today I won't get my ride in. Tomorrow they're calling for even more rain, so I'm not even sure if I should try to come back out tomorrow or if I should try to come back out 2 days from now. It won't be as warm, but it's going to be in the 50s, which that is not bad at all. So I did make it out to the park, and this is the park that I want to ride. Last time I was here, I walked it. And this time I was hoping to get on my bicycle and ride it, because it's a beautiful park. I think I walked that particular day. I did maybe 3 miles. And I was walking it, not last summer, but the summer before. So I am back out here to enjoy this park. So every once in a while I'll run into rain issues, but for the most part the weather, and I've had I've had quite a bit of snow days where I was not able to get out and ride. But for the most part, I've been able to maintain my weekly ride. I did take a week off my last video, because I had been maintaining and going for about, I want to say 4 months. October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 4 months. And I said, ooh, I'm going to take a week off and just enjoy doing some other things and not focusing on trying to get a ride in for that particular week. But I did get out and do some walking and things like that. And now that the weather is getting nicer, I'm able to get out and walk my dog, which I did that yesterday. I've been getting out walking him more again. And I've also been able to take care of other things that I like to do when the weather is nice. So I'm excited that I can see the shift in the weather. and that good days are coming. I'm really trying to decide if, as I head out, it looked like the rain is trying to stop. So I'm wondering if I should go back and try to get in my bike ride. But I don't know, because it's one of those rainy days where it's going to rain off and on. And I know you can see the clouds very, very well. Actually, I didn't want to go out this way. I'm not too familiar with this road. I'm familiar with going out the other way, coming in and going out the other way. But this should take me to where I'm looking to head to. Just waiting on this light to turn. Well, I hope when you all watch these videos that you enjoy the ride that I'm taking you along, and able to get out and see, or able to see the fact that here in Cleveland we do have really nice parks. If you ever want to come to Ohio and the Cleveland area and explore and check out our parks. And look at this, guys. I went all the way up, not realizing, does this look familiar to you all? This is the street I passed earlier that would have gotten me into the park a lot quicker, and it would have gotten me in on the other end. So when I come back, I think what I'll do, now I know that I can take that entrance. Isn't that something? That is something. That is amazing to me. I'm so surprised by that. I sat there and my GPS on my phone was no help. I sat there and passed the entrance, looking for the main entrance. I could have came in on the back entrance and passed it. My GPS didn't say a word or anything. If she did, I missed it. Now see, as I'm leaving out of the park, you see the clouds look like they're trying to break up. You just never know. You never can tell. And the temperature has dropped significantly, because my car was reading 75 when I got in it, and then it dropped down to 73 the closer I got to the park. Now, since I've been out to the park and I was riding around trying to figure out if I was going to do the bike ride or not, it has dropped down to 66, which that is warm. That is pleasantly warm. However, that just gives you an indication of how much the temperature has changed since this storm is moving in today. And I don't know if you can hear the rain on my windshield, but it's drizzling. I don't see where it's really coming across on my my phone as it's recording, but it's definitely drizzling. I don't know if you can hear it or if the phone will pick it up. I'm actually glad I decided to head on home, because it is raining more and more. I'm driving into the rain, and the rain is heading down towards the park area where I was. And it's supposed to rain off and on for several hours. So that's okay. I made it out, and I'll go back in a day or two as soon as the weather is nice again. Looking forward to it. Okay, this is retake day 2. So here we go. Well, as you can see, I made it back to the Brecksville Reservation. And it's a nice day. Not as nice as the other day was, but unfortunately, we got rain on that day by the time I was able to make it to the park. So I had to change my plans and come back another day. My car was saying 48 degrees. Now it's saying 50. So it is warmer than it was yesterday. Yesterday we had, believe it or not, dipped all the way down into the 30s. And we went from 74 that day that it rained and I came out to 30s, in the 30s somewhere. And now we're back up to 50, and I believe the high for today is 53. So a little chilly. I do have to put a jacket on when I ride, but I think I'll be okay, and I'm looking forward to getting out and doing my weekly ride. See you in a moment. Doesn't look like it's too many people here today. Probably because it's around lunchtime. Some people out here, but not a whole lot. So let's get out here and ride. Do it like that. Okay. I'm gonna start this way. I'm actually starting out with no pedal assist. I'm really trying to be conscious of that and get on myself about doing that. But it's a nice day. And I'm hoping to get in at least 4 miles today. So we'll see how it goes. On your left. I can feel this in my thighs and in my knees. But I'm on 0. So that's a good thing. But I'm gonna have to put in pedal assist. Whew, hi. Hi. Wow. I have a lot of conditioning to do. Riding my bike once a week has helped, but I can tell by my heavy breathing. Oh, look. My brakes are squeaking like they were. Well, a little bit, but not like they were before I had, look at this hill. I have to come back.
before I had the tune-up done. Look, listen to that. A big difference. Wow, I'm glad I got the tune-up done. Whew. Well, that's the end of this leg, which I knew this was a shorter leg. So I'm gonna turn back and head back. I'm gonna need a little pedal assist. Whew. Boy, that was tough. I would not let myself go over a pedal assist 2. Whew. And coming up that hill was no joke. Oh my goodness. Whew. I couldn't tell if I was still recording or if my phone had gone out, because I have had a couple of cases where that happened. Whew. There's a dirt trail over there too that you can ride your bicycle or walk on. Now, last time I was here, I chose to walk the dirt trail because it goes through the woods, and in the summertime, it's nice to be in the cool shade. Yep, as the weather get nice, I'm really gonna have to ramp up my riding. E-bike or electric bike or no electric bike. But it's good to be out here. I really like it. The fresh air feels so great. I'm applying my brakes. You heard it that time, but it's not like it was before. Thank God. Woo. Before, hearing them squeaky brakes was a pain in the butt. On your left. See, I'm actually riding my brakes and you don't hear anything. Big, huge difference. Trying to slow myself down because the bike is wanting to increase in speed because I'm going downhill. Woo-wee. I made it a mile. I got a mile. 3 more to go at least. I can't remember if I stated before or not, but this is the Brecksville Reservation. And we have a lot of different... See, I'm riding my brakes all the way down while pedaling. You don't hear anything. So getting a tune-up at 100 miles was definitely worth it. I probably should have got it done even quicker than that, but seeing how they were squeaking right out the gate. Oh, look at that. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but there's the policemen out on horses. Isn't that cute? Yeah, there's 3 policemen out riding horses, and I think that is just so fantastic. It is windy out here, so y'all might be getting a lot of wind noise, but other than that, it's a nice brisk 48, 50 degrees, but with the sun in and out, it feels pretty good. And I have on a sweater and a lightweight jacket that is pretty comfy in this type of weather, and a hat. On your left. Now, the last time I was here 2 summers ago, I did the dirt trails, as I had mentioned before, and I got in like 3 miles, and I never left this side of the park on the dirt trails. So this is the first time that I've been on this side of the park, not driving in, but actually either walking or riding a bicycle. So still at pedal 60. Hi. Oh, and I have my chest mount on today. So I hope that the footage comes out crystal clear and not shaky. Still getting used to playing around with this new iPhone for recording versus the GoPro. But I really do like my GoPro. It's just that with the GoPro, there's a lot more editing involved, and I've come a long way than where I started out, but it is still a beast. So the iPhone has helped simplify that a lot, and I'm just trying to make sure I have the right equipment and settings and everything to get the best picture I can. So I've come a long way, still a work in progress, but I'm working on it. And I appreciate all of you who have continued to watch my videos each week and support me on this riding journey and help me stay moving towards my goal. And it is just nice to document everything. It really is. So I appreciate everybody that tunes in, makes a comment, gives a thumb up, subscribe. All of that I appreciate. Still on pedal 60. Oh, here come a bump. Just want to prepare you. Whoa. Yeah, I've never ridden or walked on this side of the park, the reservation, but it is gorgeous. And again, this is Brecksville Reservation in Brecksville, Ohio. Made it 2 miles, everybody. my goal for today is a minimum of 4 miles. So I'm halfway there. Hi, how are y'all? Okay, I'm pretty much coming back to the entrance that I came in from. However, the trail continues on across the street, and I think I'm going to continue on because I want to get in a minimum of 5 miles, 4 or 5 miles. So I'm going to keep on across. Had to use some juice, some Bell's juice. Ooh, now the pavement over here is a little wet. And I definitely don't want to use pedal assist on wet pavement. That's a no-no. That is a serious no-no. Oh, a little bump in the road. Oop, 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 oop. That did not feel good. On my knees or anything else. Okay, I haven't seen this side of the reservation at all. I've never even been on this side. Oh, I'm gonna go over this. Oop, oop. Okay. Alrighty. Now the trail on this side is a little rougher. But I got in 2 miles so far. Oh, this brings you to our train station. This is their Brecksville depot. It's the trail station that runs along the Cuyahoga Valley National Park and other parks throughout the area. Okay. This is different. You know, when we did our night ride this past summer, my daughter and I did a night ride. This is where we came to. From this entrance that I'm taking you along now, we went all the way to the depot from this route. Now, if you've never done night riding on your bicycle, it's fun and totally different. It's a trip in itself. On your left, are they okay with bikes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, some dogs are not. Thank you. Yeah, that night that my daughter and I did the Cuyahoga Valley National Bike Ride, they have so many a week. I think one a week for the duration of summer, and you can sign up for it. And I forgot what the cost of it was, but the price is not bad at all. And we rode from, I can't remember which location it was, but we rode from a different train depot location, and round trip I want to say was 15 miles, and I thought that was fantastic. Oh, so it does go all the way around. Oh, okay. And that was fun. That was an experience. And it was so weird because, and funny, when we started out, it was like 30 riders, maybe 40. So everybody has either headlamps on or lights on their bicycle or a combination of both. So the path is well lit. But as everybody get into their own personal rhythm and they break out, you have some in front of you, a good distance in front of you, and you have some behind you a good distance. And as we all got into our rhythm, it was amazing because depending on how strong the strength of your beam is on your bicycle, narrows down how much of an actual view you have other than the path itself. So I enjoyed it. My daughter enjoyed it. And we said it was a great experience. But I don't know if I ever do another night ride through a national park or reservation. Because it was all kind of almost like Halloweenish. It was just me and my daughter in our little speed, in our little, what's the word I'm looking for? In our zone. It was just her and I for several miles. And we literally had to stay as close as we could together. I mean, not on top of each other, but I would say we had to stay a little in front of each other, a little behind each other to make sure the path was well lit. And there was that one point where I didn't turn my headlight on this bicycle on in the beginning because I was messing with my phone and all that kind of stuff, taking pictures, and didn't turn my headlight on like everybody else did. So when it started to get dark, within like 30 minutes of the ride, maybe it was already dusk. So might have been even within 20 minutes of our ride, it started to get really dark. And I had to pull over, and my daughter, who was riding a regular bicycle, nothing fancy, just a standard old bicycle you had when you were growing up, she was moving because she's young. And my daughter works out every day like I used to when I was her age. And she was gone. She was in her groove. And I really had to work on my e-bike because I wouldn't allow myself to go over pedal 6.3. But most of the ride, I tried to stay between 0 and 1. So I really had to work to keep up with my daughter. And it was so funny because I had to tell her, I got to pull over because I can't get my headlamp to come on. And the crowd was starting to thin out because, as I stated, everybody was getting into their pace. And I told her to go ahead, but we have this thing, I don't leave you, you don't leave me. So she was like, no, I'm staying with you. And I said, okay. I said, I just didn't want to mess up your pace. And so there was a couple turning back, and they were taking a rest break. So I asked them, could I stand with them to turn on my headlight? And they said, sure. So I'm so glad that she did stay with me, because once I figured out how to turn on my headlamp, everybody was gone except for the people that was truly, truly behind us. So far behind us, we didn't even know they existed. And once we got my head beam turned on and got back on the road, if she had not stayed behind, my view of the trail and the surroundings was very, very limited. So that's just a little fun story to tell you about some of the bike riding I've done this past year. For those that are interested in telling stories and talking about things of that nature. But I've made it 108 miles. Well, not 108, but I've made it 3 miles. So I think I'm gonna turn back. So hi, how are y'all doing? So I'm gonna turn back because I'll definitely get at least 5 miles in today, maybe 6. So I'm gonna turn around somewhere up here. And I've been talking nonstop, so I hope that the audio is picking up my voice very well. Yeah, even though I've ridden part of this trail, it goes for miles and miles and miles and miles in different directions. So I'm turning around. So I have never ridden this part of it. Once we get past the depot, that's the part that I've never ridden before. All right. Whew. Make sure I lift y'all up. If you saw my hand in the screen, I'm checking to make sure I'm still recording. I cannot tell y'all over the last 4 months since I've been doing this, how many times I actually thought I was recording, only to find out that I wasn't. And the footage that I lost because of that was some of the best footage that I wanted to show. So that was very disheartening, but it happens. So my odometer says I'm at 108 now. So I picked up 3 miles. And I'm on pedal assist 0, which I do feel it in my knees and my calves high. So I know I got a good ways to go for this bike ride in July. Thank God it's the end of July, and I have a lot of nice, beautiful weather coming up. I try to go to different trails so that people not familiar with Ohio or haven't been to Ohio in a long time can get a chance and opportunity to see our parks and reservations. And maybe one day you'll have the inclination to come out and check them out. They're really beautiful. And they're popular spots during the summer when people are looking to get out and do things with their children, or just to walk and jog by themselves. Or could be a family. Some families do it. Some single people do it. Some couples do it. Some come out here and they have boats. They have the little canoes, I should say, not a boat, but a canoe. Years ago, my husband and I, when we wanted to get out and do something on the weekend, we came across the All Trails app. I don't know if any of you are familiar with it. I'm pretty sure everybody is at this point. But even when we go camping, we use the All Trails app to tell us where there are walking trails and where we could go and do bike trails. Oh, look at that, guys. I didn't even see that coming in. And we started getting out and walking during the summer and stuff, just to enjoy being outside of the suburbs and the city. And we found we enjoyed it. And then when we would take trips to other cities and states, and we would of course do the tourist stuff, but we also enjoyed being able to pull out the All Trails app and see what was available to us as far as parks and things of that nature. Hi. So if I go quiet on everybody, I'm just looking around and checking out my surroundings. And I have to say, they do a lot of work to maintain these parks, these reservations, and keep them up. And I love it when I go to a park and I don't even feel like I'm in the city or the suburbs, or that I'm actually just out in nature, just enjoying life and riding my bicycle, walking, hanging with my daughter or my husband when he was alive. Every once in a while, if my mom and my sister and my nieces are here, I'll talk them into walking. But I think my daughter, myself, and my husband were the ones that really like doing stuff like this. Well, I got 4 miles in. Increase my pedal assist to 2 so I get up this hill. Back down to 1 and 0. Hi. And I have to say that I'm pretty happy with the battery on my bicycle. Now, I haven't done 75 miles or 40 miles in one leap, but doing 4, 5, 10, 15, as long as I'm not using pedal assist a lot, I don't go through a battery too often. I think the last time I charged this bicycle was maybe 3 weeks ago. So I think that's pretty good. As long as I'm not using pedal assist like crazy, the battery really lasts a good while. See how smooth my brakes sound? Like they should have been from the beginning. On your left. Whoa. Hi. Had a little difficulty through the mud. I don't know if y'all can see my odometer, but I still have just a little less than half a battery charge left. And I haven't charged it in weeks. In fact, when I did my last ride, I was so concerned and worried because I saw that it was at half a battery then. And I was like, oh, Tarsha, you have not charged. And I was like, oh man, you have not charged this battery in quite some time, and I hope it's enough to let you do the bike ride. Well, I haven't charged it at all since my last ride and the rides before, and I'm hanging pretty good. Uh-oh, I hope they don't block the trail. Applying the brakes. One brake, the right, no sound, very little. Left, very little. Together, very little. So I have to say I'm very pleased I got a tune-up because I needed it. Hi. I think he said that there was some brake dust that he needed to clean off, and that may have been causing all that squealing that we had been hearing. So My legs are getting tired, so that's not good. 4 miles out, my legs are getting pooped. So I'm going to kick up pedal assist a little bit to 2. I said no more going over 2 unless it's a dire need. Uh-oh. Kicking up to 2 made my battery drop down, so I'm gonna have to put it back on 1. Here come a bump. Oh, oh. Hi. Okay, now these are the big inclines coming up. Remember, I had fun coming down. And I had to use my brakes quite a bit. So now we're trying to go back up. I've done 5 miles, guys. I think I'm gonna stop and take a break. I need some water. Oh my goodness. Oh man, see all the mud I got on this bicycle? I don't know if y'all can see it. See all the dirt and mud I got on this bicycle? It's a good thing it's going in my trunk. Oh man. Whew. Well, I made it 5 miles and I can feel it in my legs. I'm kind of pooped. So I took a little water break because I felt a little dehydrated. And I'm getting ready to get back on and head on to my car. But I hope that you got a chance to see just how beautiful this park is, this reservation. So it's pretty nice here. Well, let's ride on. Hi. The camera was in action mode, so I hope it still is. I don't know if that makes a better difference when I'm riding my bicycle, but I wanted to see what type of difference it'll make. on your left. Ooh, look at that incline I have coming up. That's a huge incline. Like I said, it was fun coming down. And I am in pedal assist too. So, ooh. Hi, how are you doing? I just realized I have a throttle on this bicycle. Where is it? There it goes. There it goes. Like it's not working. But it is. Whoa. There it goes. Getting up this hill. Look, my battery is trying to run out. Okay. Now I remember why I don't use the throttle. It uses up too much battery. I had to go to pedal assist 3. I may be walking this bicycle up the hill if I'm not careful. That's me really pedaling. And me walking it. All right. I was almost standing on the bicycle to get up this hill. Now that's funny. Hi. Okay, guys, no way I'll make it up this hill without pedal assist. I'm just being honest. I'm on pedal assist too, though, but still, hi. I'm on pedal assist too, and I'm pedaling, I'm just creeping. And my energy bar is hanging with me, hanging tight. Oh, this is no joke. Oh my goodness. My bicycle's trying to diligently push me up the hill, but that's all right. I'll walk it. And I'm breathing heavy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. I can't help but breathe heavy. I'm out of breath. Oh my goodness. So if y'all hear me, forgive me. I'm pooped. Ooh-wee. Well, I got in 5 miles. I almost could claim 6, but I'm doing a little walking. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh my God. I'm laughing at myself. Whew. Oh, this is crazy. Well, I hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. Talking about my rag break. Whew. Oh. Okay. Made it back to my car. Yay. Still saying 5 miles. Whew. Well, I did it, and I'm tired. I'm not even gonna lie. Glasses are fogging up and everything else. To be continued.